Hey guys, welcome back to another Tech Tuesday. Now, just before I start, I just want to mention a little fun fact for you guys. So if you were subscribed to me last year, I did a video on this exact sofa I'm sitting on right now, where I said about I was upset because I couldn't go to Summer in the City. And I also promised my subscribers that I would be there next year, or I hoped I'd be there next year anyway. I want to show you guys my Graze box. It's because I was comfort eating and I was sad because I can't go to Summer City. But I will do it next year, so hopefully I'll see you guys next year. Well, next year has come around and I'm very excited and very happy to announce, if you didn't see it in my last video, I am coming to Summer City this year, and as of today I also found out I'm also coming on the Sunday. So I will be there Friday and the Sunday at Summer City, and I'm so excited. I'll be leaving my comfort zone massively, but I cannot wait. I also, because I said last year, me, you're doing it, it's happening. But anyway, without further ado, let's just go on to my Tech Tuesday episode. So in today's episode, I'll be showing you 5 apps I use to help me through university. I found useful in all 3 years. I'm really hoping some students find the video useful whether you're going into your first year or about to finish university and going into your final year. So I'm sure some students know about them already, but if you don't know about some of these apps, I'm really hoping that you'll find these useful. I know one of these apps you can get in other countries, but I don't know about the others, so this video is more targeted to UK university students. If you can use any of these apps in your country, then I definitely recommend using them because they really helped me out and they made my life so much easier as a student. But anyway, so I'm just going to show you about what they are now. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the app UniGrade. Now UniGrade is basically a grade calculator for all 3 years of your uni course. You basically put in all your units, as you can see I did for my first year, my second year and my third year, put all the units in. Then you go to add assignment exam, and you have for each course you might have two different modules for your unit. So some you might have an assignment and an exam. I didn't have any exams on my courses, but you might have an assignment and an exam. If the coursework isn't due in yet, you put in the name of the coursework, how much percentage is worth of a unit, then you put either the due date, and if you put a due date, for example 20th of August, when the 20th of August is coming up, you'll get a notification saying, oh, your work is due in on the 20th of August, make sure you get it done, kind of thing. And if it is completed, you just tick work completed, just at the side, and then it gives you an overall grade for that. Multi-year info afterwards, it tells you have to put in how much each year's worth as well, because my third year is obviously worth 60%. And then it tells you your overall grade once you have all your units added up. It does have every single year, so you know exactly what you got each year. It can be a little bit inaccurate, and it can give you like 1 grade below or above what you actually have. My university doesn't give me an overall grade for my degree until I get my results for that. So if I only had my second year results, I hadn't started third year yet, for example, I had have no idea what I had at the time. So that app was very useful for me to work out exactly what I had in my first and second year. Your first year doesn't actually count, but it's still nice to know what you got in it anyway. The second one I want to talk about is called Unidays. Now you probably have all heard of a NUS card. Unidays is basically a free version of your NUS card, apart from not every single shop getting your NUS card is on Unidays. So sometimes you might have to use your NUS card instead. I personally have an NUS card I bought for 3 years in my final year, so I've still got 2 years left of mine. But in first and second year I only ever used Unidays for anything. As you can see, you have like discounts on different shops. A lot of the shops on Unidays are also on your NUS card as well. But as you can see, there's so much to choose from that you can do. And they've actually recently changed it, as noticed. There's so many discounts you can get, and it's all for free. You just have to have a university email address. You can't use Unidays without a university email address. You have to have a real verified email address from university to use this. You can't even defraud it either. But it is very good. I recommend getting it. If you can't afford an NUS card, or you can do what I do and cheat it a little bit and get a 3-year NUS card in your final year, so you still have 2 years of an NUS card. So when Unidays runs out, you still have discounts from your NUS card for the next 2 years, and that's kind of what I'm doing, because mine's probably going to run out soon because I've finished uni, obviously. I didn't tell you that, so shh. Okay, and obviously the third one to talk about is Uber. Now, most people know what Uber is. Uber's a taxi firm that is done all via your mobile. Basically, all you have to do is put in your credit card details into the payment option, and yes, that is my picture and my average rating. I've got a very high rating. Proud of myself. You go into payment, you basically put your card details in, and all it does is when you want to be picked up by a driver, it basically pays them straight away. You don't have to worry about getting any cash out of it. It comes straight out of your bank account. I know some people will feel quite funny about that, but it's extremely useful. I used it all the time at university because it was so much easier. I don't like walking anywhere in the dark where I lived at uni. I didn't really feel safe, so just get an Uber to people's houses late at night. I didn't have to worry about having any cash on me. If I didn't have any cash on me anyway, even in an emergency, I'll just get an Uber and they would just take you. And it's a good thing about it is they can track you via GPS on your phone. It gives you the options to get picked up from somewhere else if you want to when you go to order your taxi. But it's basically a very simple and easy application you can use, and to be honest, I absolutely love Uber and I used it all the time. Unfortunately, I do not get Uber where I currently live, so I can't actually use it in the moment. I'm keeping it on my phone just in case one day it comes down here. Okay, so the fourth one I want to talk about is Deliveroo. Right, so Deliveroo, I can't actually show you what it is because it doesn't come to my area, unfortunately. But what it actually is, it basically is a takeaway website, but they deliver from actual restaurants. Like, I think one of the places they do deliver from is KFC. So Deliveroo is different to websites like Just Eat because they deliver from actual proper restaurants. Like some of them, like Frankie and Benny's, I think, do it. KFC does deliveries from Deliveroo. Scoops does deliveries from Deliveroo. Quite a few quite posh restaurants do deliver from Deliveroo. It's always really useful when you're with your friend, don't really want to cook anything, to deliver from a restaurant rather than go to a restaurant to eat out, to get it delivered to you instead. It's a really, really good app, and I wish I could show you all the things they deliver from, but obviously I don't have it in my area, so I can't show you all the restaurants they deliver from. But I do recommend getting it. It's really great for when you're going out with your friends and don't want to actually cook anything, just get a massive takeaway. But a takeaway with a difference because it's actually from a posh restaurant rather than just a random Pizza Express or something. It is expensive, but it's the normal restaurant prices. But if you can find a cheaper restaurant or go with KFC or even Scoops to get ice cream delivered to your door, it's just perfect. Okay, the last app I want to talk about is Amazon Prime Now, which again I do not get in my current location, but it is extremely useful. I'm currently shopping in my old address, which it did deliver to, is in Portsmouth, so I can actually show you some stuff they do. You have to have Amazon Prime to have Amazon Prime Now, but Amazon Prime Now is very useful in the fact that certain items you can buy on it get delivered within 2 hours to your door, so it's absolutely brilliant. Some things they have include video games, film, TV, books, music, basically all this stuff you can have delivered to you within 2 hours, sometimes even earlier, and takes an hour. Another thing you can buy for Amazon Prime Now is groceries. So if you need to go shopping for food, actually be easier to go shopping for food in Amazon Prime Now rather than a supermarket, because you can get delivered on the same day, and not all supermarkets do that. So it's definitely an idea, and I've done it with my friends before. They all went and bought a whole lot of chocolate on Amazon Prime Now and got delivered. It was great fun. Okay, so that is it. Those are the 5 apps I want to talk about. I know they weren't really talked about in great review, but they are the apps I wanted to mention because they really helped me get through uni, and 3 of those apps may be incredibly lazy because I probably shouldn't be promoting, but oh well. Anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed, and please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you'd like to see more of my videos. If anyone's going to Summer City this weekend, I'll see you there. See you later. Bye.